Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am completely barefaced for you for today. We have 3 things to briefly get out of the way. Number 1, I am well aware I overshaved this eyebrow, okay? You don't have to tell me. It slipped from my hand and it took off my arch. It happens. Number 2, I have a beautiful, gorgeous friend with us today. Lovely hormonal acne breakout. I was literally having like a pretty decent premenstrual acne situation on my lower jaw. I got my period and then a day later, this guy showed up. So if I don't apply makeup super amazingly in this spot, it's because it is so painful. The third thing we are quickly discussing is I am wearing a scarf on my head. The answer is quite simple. I have a wedding event to go to and I wanted my hair to be fresh for that event, so I had to push my haircut for 2 days before the event, which means that my haircut is a little bit longer than it usually is. Usually I would be getting my haircut right now today, but I can't, because I want it to be nice for the wedding event. So I have a scarf on my head so I don't have to look at my long hair. Okay, now that those three things are out of the way, I was kind of thinking of doing new makeup releases while I do my makeup. Isn't that fun? I think I'll just use Trend Mood, because that's who I follow on Instagram. And we'll see how far back it takes me while I do my makeup. So right out the gate, I am going to prime my skin with MAC Mattifine Shine Corrector, just on my T-zone. Let's see, the newest thing 14 hours ago posted. Chanel blushes. I mean, that color is very odd. Beige éclatant. It's straight up sickly orange. Oh, I guess it must have launched first in China. Okay. It doesn't say. She never says anything. I find it very frustrating. Oh, side note, the other day I noticed that this Pat McGrath Labs foundation I have in the shade 2 is too yellow for me. So I ordered shade 1 and I hope it'll be a better match, because I just love the finish of this foundation. So I think I was a little bit foundation blind for the last few months while I've been using it, but I've been lightening it with a little bit of my concealer. And next we have, I guess, Dolly Parton finally launching a beauty brand, which I feel is too little too late, you know? She may get more younger audience members using her makeup because of Miley Cyrus. I am sure Miley is going to do some kind of post for this brand because it is her godmother. I've already been there, done that, and had my Dolly Parton phase when I was so I don't know, maybe now saying it out loud, that means that there has been a resurgence of Dolly fans, but I feel this would have made way more of a killing back in the day. But I'm too lazy to check if she even attempted to do a beauty brand back in the day, so let me know in the comments if you know that she's already done this once, it didn't work out, and now she's coming back now that beauty is way more popular. Inform me, because I'm lazy. Just for today though. Normally I am a Google queen. No, just the shades. I mean, the shades are fine, standard. I think it's more about the fact that it's gonna be Dolly Beauty. Shades are shades. There's only so many shades you can make in the world, unless you're a mantis shrimp. Dominique Cosmetics Cream Bronzer. I don't know what Dominique Cosmetics is. If we do have it here in Canada, much like Australia, right? If we do have it, or have the ability to buy it, then there's gonna be shipping and taxes involved. So it's I'm not gonna buy Dominique Cosmetics because it's too expensive and there's no store that actually sells it. Know what I mean? There's no point in looking at it. It looks fine, I guess. This is very clearly some kind of ad because she's holding it in her hand and she has her affiliate code. So always double check hashtags and all that jazz because so many people don't tell you when things are gifted in PR or posted as an ad, especially Trend Mood. Okay, let's see if my concealer will do anything for this. I'm gonna let it sit there for a second and we're gonna scroll to the next one. Blackberry Retinol Blemish Serum from Glow Recipe. I don't use Glow Recipe. There, how's that? My concealer kind of works. It's also on like a part of my jaw that is like so hard to see. One thing about me is I used Glow Recipe before it was cool. I used it when it was still like super indie at Sephora Canada back in like 2016, 2017. And I think at the time they only really had the watermelon toner. And even back then, I felt like it didn't do anything. Brave yet controversial. It did feel like a waste of money. So ever since then, I've been like slighted by the brand and I haven't felt like they're worth their salt. But that's like skincare, right? Not all skincare works for everybody. And that's why there's so many brands. This one is very interesting to me. I don't really like Patrick Ta Beauty. So I know I don't post or I haven't posted an incredibly high amount of videos yet. We're getting there slowly. Fun fact about me, I am incredibly picky when it comes to who I give my money to. The reason why this one is interesting is just for like consumer perspective. I'm interested in the reviews because I think, I'm gonna say something, again, brave yet controversial. Patrick Ta Beauty is for makeup artists. The kind of makeup artist that it's for is like not your everyday consumer, like not for bridal. You know, we're talking like you're on set for 4 or 5 hours, half day. You're walking a red carpet in front of cameras for like 30 minutes, maybe, depends on the carpet. Like, you know what I mean? Like his makeup artistry is meant for like events. It's not meant to be worn. See what I mean? How I think my foundation is too yellow? Cause like this feels like a different color than this. Ironically, as I'm speaking about a foundation. Oh yeah, so the reviews, I'm interested in hearing these reviews come out about this foundation. Cause I bet you it's a luminous, right? Hydra Luxe Luminous Foundation. I bet this foundation is not meant for like nurses working a 12-hour shift, 15-hour shift. And I feel like that's just Patrick Ta's entire brand. And I just know this is gonna get hate. Now, what is this? Halloween. Profusion Cosmetics. I could be wrong, but I don't think we have Profusion in Canada, so I have nothing to say. Fragrance coming back. The chokehold that the Britney Spears perfume had on everyone at the first high school I went to. Decades. Lasted decades. It was so popular. It still is popular, looks like. This is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Love Eye Effect Palette. And they're doing this new 9-pan at Charlotte Tilbury, and everyone is I'm not gonna look in the comments because the comments are always very unhelpful on Trend Mood. They just did a 9-pan release for holiday last year, I think. And it was not received well. Everyone was saying that like the glitter formula of it was like very disappointing for Charlotte Tilbury, which I find so interesting because I have only one Charlotte Tilbury quad. Charlotte Tilbury is like one of those brands, again, that I had like foundation blindness with. They really don't make a shade pale enough as I'm using their powder in any of the ranges. So it's unfortunately not really a brand that I have much experience with. I tried for a little bit when it was really popular on TikTok, but I kind of had like a what am I doing moment of why do I bother spending money on this brand that I don't even really like just to use it in a hashtag. And then they always said it was so easy to get on the brand's list for Charlotte Tilbury because they rely on influencer marketing so much. Never happened in like the 2.5 years that I was tagging and using their products like multiple times every single week. Maybe if I had like 4 million followers, I would have had some kind of interaction, but as like a micro creator, didn't happen. Summer Fridays Lip Butter Hot Cocoa is back. New flavor. I thought that was already a flavor. Is that not already a flavor? I thought hot cocoa already came out for last holiday. I watch Lauren May Beauty and she was always saying that this is like her favorite flavor and she was so happy that it's back, but now Trend Mood is posting that it's back by like a month later. I don't know about that. Okay. NYX Cosmetics Epic Ink Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is interesting to me. It seems like they probably had 2 colors already. I'm assuming they had number 1 and probably, I don't know why there's no number 2, but I'm assuming it was very basic. Like they had Blackest Black and they had one of the browns, right? And now they've extended it to like multiple browns, a very like weird purple brown. I don't think that one will look nice. And then there's 2 beiges in like a felt tip eyeliner. And then when you swipe on it, you can see the like graphic liner that they did on the models. And like, I like it, but I don't know how practical it is for the everyday user. But I'm not really a liquid eyeshadow person and I haven't been for a while. I used to love the KVD tattoo liner, but I would say I stopped doing that style of eyeliner mid 2019, maybe? I don't really know what I'm doing on my eyes today, just so we're all aware. I could end up looking crazy, but I didn't want blush, so we'll see if that stays true. Another liquid eyeliner by House Labs. I guess the 2010s makeup is coming back in style if there's gonna be this many liquid pens coming out, but like House Labs is a little different because they're still building up their repertoire of products. This is like very, like this is gaga. And the mid to late 2010s is when I was using these kinds of eyeliners, so maybe it's just coming into style now. My eyeshadow is gonna be crazy today. I just feel it in my bones. Beekman Beauty, Beekman Cosmetics. I don't know what Beekman is. I've heard of it. Once again, ooh, crazy follow. Once again, I don't think we have easy access. I'll say again, easy access to Beekman in Canada. I could be wrong. I just need to focus on building this eyeshadow for a second. Okay, I have fallout all over my face. That was a mega fail. Okay, it never happened. That never happened. Tom Ford powder foundation. I would love to try Tom Ford Beauty, like personally. I've had it used on me and I mean, I've liked the way it's looked, but I don't know what their formulations are actually like to use in my hand. It doesn't seem like there's a shade for me. My issue with powder foundations is they're too pigmented. That's always a big issue for pale shades, is there's too much of it. Like I have 2 of the Makeup Forever ones and they're just too pigmented. It's too much of the color in the actual formulation, so then it looks like it's not my color. Are we looking disco-y? Okay, what is this? Clarins lip oils. Clarins lip oil feels too expensive to me, so I've never tried it. What a boring new makeup releases video. I'm sorry guys, I don't spend my money on absolutely everything, at least not anymore. I've grown up. I know not to do that now. I spend my money where it wants to be spent, and you can't make me spend my money on these things anymore. You can't make me spend money for the views. You can't make me spend money in the hopes to go viral. That's not how my life operates anymore. It's just not. Fenty blushes. It's in like trapezoidy packaging, which is interesting. I just wish that Fenty would do eyeshadow again. Bring back the eyeshadow palettes. I still have two. I have the original, I have the Moroccan Spice. I loved the eyeshadow palettes, and I know they weren't preferred by everybody, but I personally love them. I think they were just ahead of their time, color-wise and consistency-wise. Like, coming out with an all glitter eyeshadow palette in 2016, 2017 is crazy. That's crazy talk. And Fenty Beauty did that, and I wish they would just bring back the OG elongated hexagon packaging and stop giving us just complexion and complexion. I wish they would just do something, even if it's a liquid eyeshadow, just give us something other than complexion products. Is that even? Even-ish? Even enough? I think it's even enough. I want glitter. A beige? Man, that black glitter shadow I used just rained terror on my face. Okay, this is Pure Cosmetics mascara. I think that is finally a brand available in Canada. Who would have thought? Oh, my camera's heating up too much. Uh-oh. We're gonna take a brief pause while I finish my eyes so my camera can cool down. Okay, I think my camera has cooled down enough for me to finish up the video. It had also a little air conditioning break. I put on individual fake lashes, but I kind of messed up on this eye, so it is what it is. Pure is available in Canada. I believe it's only available at Shoppers Drug Mart, so if you were interested, you like Pure, you like what they stand for, Shoppers, I believe, is where you can find that mascara. A new Dyson I Have No Hair, next. Oh, Space Cowboy palette. Sorry, the city Space Cowboy palette, as opposed to the country. I don't use Urban Decay. I feel like there was some kind of scandal with them, and the products also just feel too kiddie. I don't feel like an adult if I'm using Urban Decay. Maybe that's all it is. It just brings me back to being an older teenager or like young adult, and it's just like not my vibe anymore. I use more pro brands, more high impact shimmer brands, and it's just like I'm not an Urban Decay girl anymore. Even though this makeup look that I did is actually ironically very Urban Decay circa 2000. Yeah, I also ironically matched the scarf, and I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, the Space Cowboy palette, like, it looks great if you use Urban Decay. I would get it. Just probably double check to make sure you're not getting a repeat shade of something you already have. And then that brings me to August 2nd. Let's just finish off all of August. I feel like we should just do that. Next is the Glossier Boy Brow Arch Gel Pencil. Is it gel? Pomade Pencil. I feel like they should have done this years ago, like years ago when the boy brow gel or whatever was really popular. I feel like this is an obvious choice to do, and I don't know why they've waited so long. I feel like it's almost missed the mark now that eyebrow market is so saturated because it's been like years since eyebrows were popular. I don't know what it is with these brands not launching products in their peak. Like when Space Cowboy hit it off in like the cult world, they didn't do anything about it until it went super viral on TikTok. Then they were like, oh, let's do it. Same with Boy Brow. It was super everywhere, I believe, for like Tumblr and Tumblr girls. You couldn't get Glossier in Canada, but if you were rich enough, you could buy it online, pay the incredible customs fee. I didn't know anyone who was rich enough for that. I feel like this is too little too late. I'm sure a lot of people will still buy it, but just in like the pencil world, like I love the Sephora branded waterproof pencils. These are my favorite. They're much cheaper than the Glossier. They're cheaper than most drugstore, Canadian drugstore brow pencils, just so you guys know out there. And you can get them 30% off twice a year at the Sephora sale. Like, there's just better options out there. That's all I'm saying? Dolce & Gabbana dog perfume. That's great if your dogs are stanky. Forever 24-hour contour Dior. It looks nice. I don't know about the deeper shades. Tan looks like a bronzer, not a contour. Light 1 looks pretty decent. It actually looks like there could be some green in it as well. Tan and medium, to me, aren't giving contour. They're giving bronzer. And deep, can't really tell. It looks quite neutral. I'm looking at it, comparing it on the deepest arm and the palest arm. Can see some red, but I also see purple when it's on the black arm. So I feel like they hit it with light and deep, but the middle 2 shades are, I can't tell if that's a contour. Let me know. If you're in the tan medium category of like skin products, let me know if you think those, I mean, maybe medium has some gray purple in it, but no way for tan is that a contour. Fleur Heavy Cream. Great. I don't want to smell like dairy. That was it. That was the one post for August. That's how we're ending the video. I don't want to smell like dairy. This was fun. My eyeshadow has fallen all over my face, but this is the final look. Don't judge the eyelashes. It's been many years since I've tried to do falsies. Cute. It's quite snatched for a Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. And I kind of dig the no blush look with the super heavy makeup. It feels very 2010, but like more glitter. Let me know down below if you liked this kind of, not get ready with me, but just makeup experimenting while talking about new makeup releases. I feel like it's a little bit more entertaining than me just sitting to the side and talking at you guys. Or let me know if maybe it was too stimulating and there was too much going around and you just want me to sit and talk. Or if you even cared about my opinions. Like I said during the filming, I spend my money wisely. So a lot of these brands I don't buy straight up. Not on my radar, I don't care. I know they're very popular, but I don't like them. Which I know can be very boring because I don't buy most things. So if I do new makeup releases, a lot of the stuff is gonna be like, I don't care. I don't know how entertaining that is, but you might get some fun anecdotes out of me. Let me know if you would want another one next month. Other than those things, I have to now go cook lunch because I am quite literally starving. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.